Okay, welcome to another LEGO review. This time it's the LEGO Ninjago Legends, the Guardian Dragon, 14 plus set, 71847 with 1,650 pieces. With awesome box art, by the way. This was such a fun set to build. Really cool. If you have not watched LEGO Ninjago Monstrosity yet, you need to. It's really good. I wish it was a little bit longer because it was only, I think, total runtime, I think it was like 12 minutes maybe outside of the credits. Very short, but boy, it was such a cool little mini series. You can barely call it a mini series, but that's what it was. It's on YouTube as of the other day when I watched it again. It's on YouTube on the LEGO channel. Just search it. At least in the United States where I am, I can get it. And it's such a cool little show. The monster designs are awesome. I wish we had some of those monsters. I wish it included one of the monsters in here, maybe something small. But hey, I'm not complaining because this is such a cool dragon. It has a name in the show, but I'm going to let you figure that out for yourself. I'm not going to tell you what that is. Just looking at this art. Now, it has Sensei Wu as a minifig, but Sensei Wu is not really in the show. Spoilers, by the way. Not really huge spoilers, but he's not in the show exactly. He kind of is at one point for something, but you know, if you've watched it, you know what I mean. He does stand 48 centimeters tall, which is 19 inches. 55 centimeters is the wingspan, and that's 21.5 inches. Just awesome. Let's look at the real thing. There is a poster inside. It just takes up so much room. There's a poster inside, which I have right here. I'm going to unfold that for you. It is folded up, which I don't love. I'm gonna just do it over here. Be a cool poster if you're really into this stuff to maybe get signed by a writer or something, if you ever get that opportunity. Looks really cool. There we go. It's a little bit better. Really neat poster. Really neat box art. It's almost like I get rid of my boxes for the most part, but I almost don't want to get rid of this box because that amazing box art. I guess I could frame it, but that's a little overkill, I think. Just taking a look at the dragon, first glance, it does have Master Wu down there. Let's take a look at him. Maybe. Yep, broke off a piece. Now, it says a display set. The dragon does not come off of this stand. I mean, you could probably figure out a way to do it, but its legs are meant for stability. It doesn't really articulate on the legs, so it's not like you could, play with it really. But here's Wu. Really awesome. I don't have too many of them. I think this is only my third one, and this is my favorite so far. I might have a couple others. Like I have Ninjago City Gardens in our build pile. It's been in there for a few years now, and I think there's a Wu in there, but just awesome looking, I think. Can't really complain. Has a staff and swords here. I'm going to go ahead and take off. I love that he has the bandana there too, the face covering. Take off the hat. Not that it's going to show much else. He doesn't have a second face. I'll go ahead and take off the head so you can kind of see. I'll just do that. Yeah, he's determined in this one. And he's ready for battle. Now, again, you really don't see him in this series exactly. You kind of do, but, not in that form at least. So we'll start here at the bottom. So there's this big sword right in the middle. Really cool, I guess. You can give that to Wu, I suppose, if you want. It does come out. There's an anime, and I can't remember the name of it, in a video, or maybe it's a video game, or maybe it's both, where they have these really long swords. If you know what I'm talking about, you can comment it below. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. I can't remember, but that's what it reminded me of. You have this great little arch, entryway here. It does have some sticker elements. There are stickers in this set, not too many. So that was really neat. It's got the little flame there too. And on that black one at the top also. So this water feature at the bottom. There's a bit of a waterfall coming down here. I'm going to get my pointer. A bit of a waterfall coming down from here, down here. A little pool up there. And moving around, we see a little shrine. I'm going to get this in here. A little shrine with some candles. And you got the fire thing in the back there. Some nice plants. Got water coming down on this side too. I got to be careful. I'm also looking up above to make sure I don't hit anything with the wings. And some like monument type things here. And then the dragon itself is sitting on a stone, like a stone structure. And it has a tree growing off the side, a tree and some other stuff. So it's got some stuff growing from it, out of the cracks in it. Adds a little bit of pop of color with all those leaves. Let's get into the dragon himself, though. Or herself, I should say. This tail does fully articulate. There's all these ball points here. So you can really do anything you want. That said, the weakest spot is right here because the tail's heavy. So you can't really position it up like this because it'll just fall. You could certainly design it to do that. You could, modify it a little bit, and it'll do it. I did it kind of there. That'll work. But in the instructions, it has you, I want to align all the spikes right. But it has you actually twist it and kind of rest it right there. It's not even resting on it. It's actually separate from it. But if it did settle eventually, it would sit right on that. I'll fix it a little bit later just to get those spikes to line up the way I like them. A lot of these other things do move, so if you wanted to move these, you certainly could, but I'm going to keep them kind of swept back as far as they go. Working up the back, you see more of those spikes. There's a little fire in the middle there. Let's turn it around, get a good look here at that face. Now, the top of the head, the top jaw, eyes, skull are all one piece, one Lego piece, and then you build the bottom jaw. So I'm going to just quickly open up the mouth. There is a tongue in there. So it does open. I don't love the way it looks. I kind of wish they did a bottom jaw also. Maybe there were some design constraints that I'm not aware of, but I kind of wish they did a little bit differently with that. Chest looks great. I think has this this chest piece here. The head does move up and down there and has a little bit of movement here. I just broke something off. I'll edit this out. Probably not. Okay. So yeah, I tilted it too far back and it broke off from right there. Putting it back on. Boom. So you got to be a little careful. Again, this is not a play set. This is something you're going to display. The arms move. So there's some articulation there at the shoulders and the elbow and the wrists. Also the claws, the fingers do move, which is nice. Both hands obviously the same. So you can get some movement out of that for some posability. The claws and the feet here do move too. So you can certainly make it look like, I don't know, you can just alter that a little bit if you want. Any way you want to do it. Oops, I'm breaking off pieces. See, things break off pretty easily. I'll have to look at the instructions later and make sure that's how it goes on. Or maybe it was in the middle here. That'd make more sense. I'm going to put it on like this for now. I remember putting this part together, and actually you kind of put all here. You're not even seeing what I'm doing. You kind of build all this, and then you have to put this piece in down here. And it was actually kind of annoying to do when I had to do it. So I didn't love that about it. I've been noticing that lately about Lego instructions. There always seems to be one point where it's just annoying. Where it's like, do this weird thing that you shouldn't have to do. You should have done this earlier, but I'm going to have you do it now. And I've been noticing that with Lego and Bricklink sets, which are Lego still. So I don't know. I've been noticing that lately. More than usual, in my opinion. Anyways, let's get back to it. So, not much else to say about the dragon, actually. Just, we can definitely make it kind of have some, posability, but nothing too crazy. Have the head open maybe a little bit. So I like it. The wings, let's talk about them. They're fabric wings, or the webbing at least. Obviously, it's Technic built kind of spars of the wings. And I'll show you the back side. It goes through all these ball, I don't know what they're called exactly. I call them a Technic axle with ball. That's what I call them. I'm not sure what they're called. But it has a whole bunch of those. Plus, it bends over the top there and kind of attaches. So yeah, I mean, that's basically it. There's not really much else to show on this. It doesn't do a ton. It just kind of sits there and looks awesome and imposing. And I love it. I think it's really cool. Go watch the show if you haven't watched it already. I think it's definitely worth a watch. It doesn't go along with Cole's Titan mech, but I think it looks kind of cool right next to him. I do have to buy the other set, the Kai's Fire mech that came out with this. I'm excited to get that one pretty soon here. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you have something to say, leave a comment. Won't bother me. Just leave a comment. And I'd love it if you subscribed. We're going to try to hit 300 subscribers before the end of summer. And maybe we'll even get up to 500 or even 1,000 by the end of the year. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Bye.